Hello, my friends, and welcome back to our first math video after spring break. All right, I know our brains are still kind of on vacation mode. We gotta slowly ease back into all the learning and all the things, right? So let's start out by doing something simple. We are just going to count by ones from 1 to 20, up the number line as though we're adding. Then we're gonna count from 20 to 0. Remember, our 0 is right here next to the 1. To practice our subtraction. So going up to practice our addition, going down to practice our subtraction. Then we're going to practice counting by 2s from 0 to 50. Then we're going to practice counting by 5s from 0 to 100 and by 10s from 0 to 100. Okay, my friends? So make sure, it is so important that you are counting out loud with me. The one thing I noticed some of us are still missing right before spring break was being able to count one after the other, going up and down. So important that we practice this, friends. So even if you think, okay, I got this, maybe you do when you're thinking in your mind, you've got it and it's perfect and that's amazing. But we need to be able to say it out loud as well, because if we can't explain what we're doing, math is going to get harder as we go into second grade. So we need to be able to count out loud and explain, what is 1 more than 1? Well, 2. What is 2 more than 2? 4. That's why we do these things. It's not just because I want you to be bored and be like, oh my gosh, Mrs. Sae-Wong's making us count again. That's not what we're doing. It is so we can practice all the things that you need to practice to be ready for second grade. Okay, my friends? So loud and proud, or whisper quiet if somebody's sleeping at home. But either way, I want you saying everything out loud with me. We are going to count by 1 from 0 to 20. Are you ready? Starting at 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Now we're going to start from 20 and we're going to count backwards to 0. This is what we need to practice for our subtraction. We need to know how to count backwards when we're subtracting or taking away. All right? Starting at 20, let's count backwards. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good. Did you say them all out loud with me in that order so we're practicing? I really hope you did. Okay, now we're going to practice counting by 2s, which means we're going to skip 2 at a time. Let's do this together. Starting at 0, we're going to count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50. Ooh, so much counting. Okay, now we're going to count by 5s. So remember, when we're counting by 5s, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're going to start with 5. What's 5 more than 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 10. That's what I mean when I say we're counting by 5. We're just counting every 5th number. Okay, starting at 0, 5, 10. What's 5 more than 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Good. And that's why we practice patterns. So we can see, oh, look, 5, 15, 20. So that's my column of fives. This is my column of also fives because it's 5 more than 5. But this is also my column of tens. So pretending there's a 0 right here. Let's count by tens. Ready? Starting at 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Counting by tens is kind of my favorite because it's so fast. All right, friends, thank you for warming up your super smart brains with me. Hopefully, we are ready to rock and roll with some math thinking today. Today, we are going to be working in our Bridges Home Connections book. So go ahead and hit pause, grab your Home Connections book. Make sure it says Home Connections on it. So we are still in the wrong book some days. And if you're in the wrong book, you're not practicing the things we need to practice. Home Connections. Grab your pencil, hit pause, go get those things, and come on back. Okay, if you're back with me, that tells me you have your Home Connections book and your pencil. We're going to open up all the way to page 101. Give everybody some time to open all the way up to 101. Okay, if you need more time, just hit pause. Today, we are going to practice our skip counting by 2s and 3s. Now, skip counting by 3 is not something we've practiced, but we've practiced skip counting enough that it should be easy peasy. So if you notice, you have for number 1, it says fill in the missing numbers. Oh my goodness, but I just realized first we have to stop, and we need to put our name at the top. Mrs. Sae-Wong is in such a hurry to do math because I'm so excited. I forgot the most important thing. Put your name at the top and the date, which is 3-29-21. Sorry about that, friends. I just get so excited because math is so much fun. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we are going to fill in the missing numbers. So this is just our normal number grid like we have here. 1 through 50, 1 through, oh, there's 49, so I'm going to guess 50. Oh, you can see that. So all I want you to do first is fill in those missing numbers. So we have 1 through 10 already filled in. We have 11, 12, 13. What comes after 13? Well, use my hundreds grid that's right here on our screen. What comes after 13? You got it, 14. 15, 16, 17. Whoop. Well, we have 14, 15, 16, 17. What comes next? 18. Good. So that's all we're doing is we're thinking about what numbers are missing from our number grid. Then you're going to write in the missing numbers on the number line. So let me slide our number grid up a little bit. Because notice how our number line, I need to get closer and closer. There we go. Starts at 60 and ends at 84. So here is our number grid, 60 to 90, right? So 60 to 84 is in this range to help you. Make sure you can actually see what I'm writing on. There we go. So we have 60, 62, 60. If we're counting by twos, what comes next? So we have 60, 62, 60, 64. So we're going to write 64. Then we have 66. What comes after 66 when we're counting by twos? So we have 64, 66, 60, 68. So then you're just going to count by twos to finish filling in the number line. So go ahead and hit pause. Work on filling in your missing numbers on your grid and finish filling in the numbers on the number line, like I said, hit pause. Zoom out just a smidge. I guess I have to zoom out a little more than a smidge. It's always so tricky. Sorry, friends. Hang on one sec. Thanks for tolerating the wiggles and jiggles. Okay. Finish filling in, like I said, the top part. And then your number line. Come back when you are ready. Ha! There we go. Mrs. Sae-Wong just had to get smart. I was making it way too hard. There we go, friends. Oh, whoops. Sorry for that. I think we had a little hiccup there. So, after you're done with section number 1, then we're coming down and we're filling in section number 2. We're still counting by 2, so we have 1 through 10 filled out. And we have 11, 12. And we have 13, but that's not our normal counting by 2, right? We have 13. 1, 2 is 15. 1, 2 is 17, because we have 13. 1, 2, 15. 1, 2, 17. So when we say we're skip counting by 2s, it's not always exactly 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Sometimes we just have to count 2 ahead. So if we fill in 17, we have 18, 19, that's 1, 2. Then 20, 21 would be 1, 2. Does that make sense? So when we're counting by 2s, it's just counting 2 numbers ahead. So we have 21. So then we have 1, 2 is 23. 1, 2, well, what comes after 24? 25. So go through and finish filling out the missing numbers, counting by 2s. You can either count by 2s in your head, you can count by 2s using the hundreds grid. Do whatever is easiest for you. Use the tools you have. Hit pause, work on that, come back when you're ready. All right, if you're back with me, that tells me you're all done filling out your number grid. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fill in the numbers, the missing numbers on our number line. We're still counting forward by 2. So we have 71. Then it says 73. So, well, that's 1, 2. So 73 is 2 more. Then I want to know 2 more after 73. 1, 2. What number is 2 more than 73? 75. Then I want 2 more than 75. 1, 2. 77. And then let's see. 1, 2 more than 77 is 79. So then what's 2 more than 79? 1, 2. 81. Okay, we're getting the hang of it. Now I want you to finish filling out that number line, moving forward by 2s. Sorry, hit pause, work on that, come back when you're ready. Okay, if you're back with me, that tells me you are all done with this number line. Now what we're going to do is we are going to keep moving forward. Let me fix my book so you can see. Nope. There we go. At the bottom in section 3, it asks us to solve the problems below. Well, these are big numbers. 34 plus 2, 44 plus 2, 26 plus 2. Holy moly, how do we do that? Well, let me show you. Using our hundreds grid, we're going to start at 34. So find 34 in the number grid. There it is. Plus 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to start at 34 and we're going to jump to 1, 2. So what is 34 plus 2? 36. Easy peasy, right? Then how about we go 44 plus 2? Well, let's find 44 on our hundreds grid. Here's our 44. Plus 2. Let's jump forward. 1, 2. So what is 44 plus 2? 46. Okay, you're getting the hang of it? Hopefully that's easy peasy. I want you to hit pause and answer the next 4 problems on your own and come back when you're ready. All right, if you're back with me, that tells me you have finished everything on page 101. Let's turn the page. Okay. Now we're on page 102. Get this where we can see it all in one happy place. Now on page 102, we are going to work on skip counting by threes. So first things first, I want you to count the penguins, but we're going to count in groups of 3. So if one family has 2 parents and 1 baby, so how many penguins are in each row? How many are in one family? Well, let's count. 1, 2, 3. Easy enough, right? Well, what about in 2 families? I have 3 here and 3 here. Well, if we start with 3, and then we jump forward and we add 3 more, 1, 2, 3. If we skip count by threes, we go 3, 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay? So we're going to skip count by 3. So then if we start at 6, there's 2 families for 6 penguins. Now we have 3 penguins. We have 3 groups of 3. Well, we started at 3. Then we jumped forward 1, 2, 3 to 6. Well, we added 1 more family, so we have to jump forward 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. How many penguins do we have if there's 3 families? 9. Okay. Now I want you to solve how many penguins we have in 4 families and in 5 families. So go ahead and hit pause. Tell me how many we have for 4 families and how many penguins we have for 5 families. Come back when you are all done. Okay, if you're back with me, that tells me you have solved 4 families and 5 families. Finally, last math work of the day. I want you to fill in the missing numbers. So we are going to practice starting to count by groups of 3. So fill in the missing numbers. 1, 2, 3. There's 1 group of 3. Okay, but if I want to do another group. 1, 2, 3. So here's my next group of 3. Well, if I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. So if I'm counting by threes, it's going to be 3, 6, 1, 2, 3. So here's my next group of 3. Well, if I have 6, 7, 8, 9. There's my next 3. So when we're skip counting by threes, it goes 3, 6, 9. What comes next? And then you are going to fill in the rest of our missing numbers to practice counting by threes. Hit pause, work on filling in your grid, and come back when you're ready. All right, friends, if you're back with me, that tells me you are all done filling in your grid, counting by threes. Make sure you send me a picture of page 101 and 102 in Seesaw today so I can see your super awesome math thinking. If you have any questions, if you need any help, let me know. This should not be too tricky because we have been practicing counting by twos. I know counting by threes is new, but if we use our number grids and if we use our tools, it should be getting easier and easier. All right, friends, let me know if you have questions. Otherwise, I will see your adorable faces later. Bye.